Peace, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to Israel Doctrine's Google Hangout. Oh, let's start by doing this. Let me. Oh man, let me go. I gotta go get this thing. Give me 1 second, people. Give me 1 second. Gotta get this picture. Picture signing a buddy here. Oh, can't show that. I want to show that. Signing a new friend, Mr. Michael Edwards. He in on it too, Sonetta. What's the matter here? Anyway, y'all see the title, right? Sonetta. Bassim BYK1011 and Hebrew Israelites been taking money out your pocket. Now, I took part in this to see how this thing was working because I believe the brother was an agent type person, you know what I'm saying? From, like I said, the time that Lex Lee Vortex pointed it out and had issues with this brother. And even Amen, the brother Amen had issues with this brother. And I done had a couple of issues with the brother. So, you know, like I said, I was checking the man out, you know, seeing what's going on. So what the brother was doing was interesting, you know. Never really seen it done on the internet or whatever, but I know it could be done because there's many ways to skin a cat, right? So I participated to see who else participating and so on and so forth. So, you know, he didn't pretty much soaked up the Hebrew Israelite community, got his hands in a lot of stuff that's going on in the community. He controlled a lot of their content, like a Sonetta TV and everything, right? So he kind of begged me to go live with this. So I'm gonna go live with it because I'm gonna show him, you know, even if it's to my detriment, that, you know, when I say is on, you know what I'm saying? So let's look at it, right? The Hebrew Israelite community know, and a lot of them know, believe me when I tell you, you know, and the cat will come out the bag if they really want to, you know, return, you know, verbal fire or whatever, right? So look, this is what's been going on, people, and this is why I'm blowing the brother out the water right now. He been basically stealing Sonetta TV's material, playing it for like 10 people. Let's do the math. 10 people an episode, right? And when I'm talking about an episode, I'm talking about the what's the account? Who's Sonetta? What's the dude that he live streamed with? I know he got the information, but Town Zone TV. He purchased the Town Zone TVs, right? For $20 or whatever. We're gonna do some math, and like Michael Edwards like to do math and count people money. We're gonna count how much money been taken out of Sonetta pocket, right? You got 10 people, 8 of them may be Israelites or whatever, but you got 10 people in a Google Hangout watching Sonetta live stream for 20 bucks, right? They love the fact that they ain't got to pay no money. You know how blacks is, they get stuff for free. They ain't got to pay for it, so on and so forth. Not looking at the ramifications of what they really doing, which is basically like stealing cable, right? You know, you go to your neighbor house and split his wire and run it to your house. You watching cable, he paying the cable bill. You know what I'm saying? Equivalent to that. That's stealing, right? And you got 10 people should be paying $20 a pop. They getting it for free. That's stealing, right? So like I said, I took part in it. You know, if it's any legal charges or whatever, it's whatever. You know, by your mouth, you know, you convict yourself or whatever, right? So it is what it is. See, I'm not no dummy. I know what I'm doing. But anyway, he do this. That's stealing, right? But what he doing with it, he's stealing the hearts and the mind of the Hebrew Israelite community. Some of your main people, some of your, you know, decent name people that you know, participate. And what y'all fail to realize is, if you really watching things, whenever somebody attacks Sonetta and Polite, like they claim with me, I'll be looking for some answer back so I can really have dialogue. But you know, people say you just dropping names to get views. Okay, if you get me views, that don't hurt either. I mean, I can have a whole network just talking about what goes on Sonetta TV, and would you really be mad? You know what I'm saying? For people that want Sonetta TV analyzed. So hey, I'm an entertainment man. I know multimedia. I know what to do and how to do it, right? So if using Sonetta name is good or polite, hey, I'm gonna do it. Tazariak, ISUPK, I'm gonna do it. Ain't no shame in my game. It should be a shame in people game though for, you know, showing this white Arab. You don't think you're a white Arab? Well, we're gonna go to this brother over here. You know what I'm saying? What is it? Why it's not showing up, or is all right? Nah, that ain't it. Let me see. Man, I lost the picture. I don't know how I lost the picture. Anyway, let's get back to it. So he stole the hearts and the mind of the Israelite community. What he did is, you know, he donated to some Israelite cause, called into a bunch of, you know, talk shows and big up the Israelites and do different things, pay them a little money, send them some donations, and still Sonetta TV for him. You know, this right here created a I love you environment, and this is a good brother, and he's helping us out, right? So this is how the tale of the tape came about, right? One day we sent back, you know, I forget which one it was, but Sonetta had a thing going on, and everybody was there. Everybody was there, and we watching it, right? So while we watching it, I got Michael Edwards blocked, you know, because I don't get along with Michael Edwards. So I got Michael Edwards blocked. He can't get in. So the brother tell me, unblock Michael Edwards. Like, unblock him. Didn't ask me or nothing. I'm like, man, I'm not finna unblock this man. So he cut off the video. He cut off the audio with the whole video. And as he does that, right? All the people in the room turn on me and like, yeah, you see this? See, nigga, you just, all you had to do was, you know, unblock the man or whatever. I'm like, number one, everybody in here know me and Michael Edwards don't deal with each other. This man put my picture of my mother up. That's unforgivable in the sense that I would deal with him in a certain way or whatever. So, but they attacked me because the man cut the live stream off, and they wanted that Sonetta that bad, like a drug. They wanted it that bad to see that. I believe it was the Polite and Tazariak when they were sitting on the couch. Oh, it might not have been that one. It might have been another one, right? But anyway, so they attacked me, and I'm like, damn, this nigga got power. You know what I'm saying? They love what he do so much that they willing to attack me because he cut it off from them. You know what I mean? But at the same time, when that happened, I was like, okay, this is a powerful message to a brother like me. I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time, dealing with the wrong people. I'm back here being nosy, and look what didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So I come back, I cuss them all out. Me and Michael Edwards, because I unblocked them. Me and Michael Edwards go at it, right? And all the Israelites there. I ain't gonna tell you who was there. I ain't gonna tell that. I might tell it in the future. I ain't gonna tell that now. All the Israelites there, right? I say this though, Hebrew War Machine Israelites, right? So we talking about me calling Michael Edwards out in the Hebrew War Machine. He just had an interview within the Black Radio, and they talked about why he put my mother's picture up and, you know, things of that nature. Go check it out. It's on Mr. Controversial channel. You know, he trying to use names and stuff to get big. Me, Polite Sinetta, and whatever. So anyway, we in there talking, and he trying to egg the Hebrew War Machine people on, like, why you be calling my brother's name out and stuff? I'm basically like, fuck them. They right here. They listening. If they got something to say, shit, they men, tell them open their damn mouth. See, people take me, like I said, it ain't just black men's, it's white men's or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter to me. I'm not a respected person. You put your hand, you know what I'm saying, which is righteous, which is just. And I tell it in your face, and I, you know, I need a straw in my mouth, you know, get rainwater when it rains, so I ain't gotta have no water bill or cut off the city water. You know what I'm saying? You buy drinking water with your EBT card. You know what I'm saying? Just a good old boy, never meaning no harm. But this is what it is. So Sinetta, I mean, if you go check out his channels, you'll see that shit. He done did more recording and downloading of your stuff and distributing it to the community than anybody. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all like, damn, Carl coming out telling all this stuff. Yeah, because I've been watching it, and it was just a time and a date before, you know, I pulled this whole card. I tried to do it before a brother called me down, nah, this and that, which allowed other things to come out of me to see other things. You know what I'm saying? The brother think he got a monopoly on certain Israelites and certain Israelite groups, and that he's willing and dealing and making their interactions come about. He's the middleman between, you know, blog talk shows and YouTube interviews and stuff. He think he doing everything. You know what I'm saying? He basically running the Hebrew Israelite community for us, all those that fuck with him like that. Believe me, he run them. Here go one of his Hebrew Israelite shields. You know, and like I said that day, that said a lot when he tried to pit me and Michael Edwards against each other, right? You know, that's COINTELPRO stuff. Now he trying to pit me and Ambassador Abraham of the UNY International Indigenous or whatever that is. As you can see, I'm not looking at the screen, and why it's not. Let me share the screen. Anyway, let me blow. Let me see. Why is not let me share the screen? Let me stop. Let me show. See, Michael Edwards know that he's a white guy, but then they on Harry Rosenberg because he considered a Edomite in the Israelite eyes, and Bassim is considered an Arab. Both of them white, and you know, it's just like a black Hebrew Israelite and a black African. People say they look alike, and then we don't know if they African or Hebrew, right? Israelite, that is, for us those that use that term. Why I can't share the screen? Like I said, he been flagging my channel. Now I've been into it with In the Black. I've been into it with Michael Edwards and all these people. Now one of these black guys ever flagged one of my videos and try to destroy my channel out of whatever hate or whatever we have for each other. This white boy though, he flagged my video and then flagged it about 3 times, trying to get YouTube to shut my channel down and you know, stop my progress, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So that shows once again, you know, that he think he got some power, even with, you know, the powers that be out there. And that's why I say nobody got to stand in solidarity with me. I'm gonna fight the beast by myself if need be. I just talked to Sarnetta on that video earlier. I can't share it. Somebody let me know if y'all can see that screen. What I do is I open up another window and look at the YouTube, then I know. So it's other people in the community too. Like I said, people that's not Israelites, they know this whole thing. They know when this brother came around, they seen the way he manipulated the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? It's no secret in the community to the people that be in the back room chats. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Let me go to Facebook. I need to see if I'm showing a picture so I can blow it up and, you know, show the contents of it. One second, people. Oh yeah, I can see it. We can see it. We can see it. Let me see it. Let me see it. Right. So the brother say going to war, he gonna go get YouTube on me and he gonna pull out his little Israelite brigade. You know, why Daniela them don't mess with you? Why Nasi them don't mess with you? Why this and that don't mess with you? Like I told him, what make you think, damn, it ain't showing good? All right, I know what I do. I download it. See, Michael Elvis got me blocked. I couldn't see this, but see, him and Bassim probably working in tantrums right now because Bassim begged me to go live. Other people like, God, don't go live, man. He's begging you. It's something about it. You know, it's all good. You know, like I try to tell people, you know, for the most part, you know, I guess y'all can see some of that, but let me cut this off. We're gonna pull that picture up. It ain't the picture, it's a, I don't know, people. You know, we're gonna have to go back over here. So let's look. It said, and if he, even if he was white, a white boy, he know he a white boy, got a crook nose and everything. He a white boy. He a white Arab, right? You love white folks anyway, right? Well, you love white folks anyway. Remember yesterday? But he's Arab. Dude, stop embarrassing yourself, right? He's Arab. But now, as he said, by Sam, I was kissing Harry's butt, right? So Michael said he's a Arab, not a white boy. Laugh out loud. But anyway, you see Michael Webb was chiming in. He's on my video. Some of y'all go look. Y'all might be able to see it on that video. I can't remember what video that was. It's one of my latest though. So as you see, people was talking about it and dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? They know right now what I'm saying is no lie, that they've been stealing money out of Sarnetta pocket by watching and receiving bootleg Sarnetta. over the internet. And this right, I'm telling you, this guy right here, and he done stole the hearts and the minds of the Israelites. You know, I used to go on this show too to support a couple of brothers. You know, I'm not a white Arab or white Jew hater, but I do not deal with the wickedness. So I went over there to support Hebrews in the hood. You'll find it. The brother from Chicago, Mikael Ben Israel. You know, because it was stated that what he was going to do is he was going to produce the videos and give them to Mikael so he could put it up on Hebrews in the hood. Come to find out, he still got the videos up. He ain't deleted the material nor, you know, made it private. He got it out there and he monetizing it. But, you know, he's bragging one day about different stuff and showing me and another brother how to monetize and get money. And he the reason I monetize my videos. I looked and said, okay, you had a little money in there. I said, okay, this shit make money. So I'm gonna monetize my video. You know, so at the end of the day, the devil come with good and evil. He the tree of knowledge and good and evil. You know what I'm saying? And he come through black individuals, white individuals, Arab individuals, Jewish individuals. No respect of person. He'll use you if you choose to allow him use you, right? So he come with good and evil. He come with all kind of gifts. Some that'll kill and some that'll, you know, prosper you. You know, 9 out of 10, you'll live good, and next thing you know, death will come. Fine woman, you sleep with her, she give you AIDS, and you die some years later. You smoking crack or weed and this and that, and now your lungs bad, but you was high and you was feeling good when you was doing it. So that's what this brother is. He's a counselor. A lot of brothers know it. They've been watching it. A lot of people with the conspiracy. Hey man, you know, you know, you know, this, we ain't gonna get into all the conspiracies. You know what I'm saying? We'll leave that for another day. Give me some more work. You know, I like to make 20 videos a day and get 10 views. 10 times 20 is what? 200. So I would get 200 views a day. By the end of the week, how many would I have? See, when you're doing math, as they say, numbers don't lie. I did a Michael Evers video yesterday. I looked up, went to sleep, looked up, and it was at 2,000 or something. It looked like it's creeping up to 3,000. You know, how he was talking about Dr. Ben, you know, dying and going to hell and putting up pictures like that, saying he was a mummy and, you know, the type of people Bassim run with. And Bassim, the type of people Michael Evers run with. So I know whether you know it or not, man, the brother been stealing from you. And if, you know, you're going to deal with Town Zone, you probably want to check out his accounts, you know what I'm saying? And even bar him from getting your stuff because, you know, it's like he bootlegging it and he's letting other people watch it for free. He say he's sending you donations and stuff. So I guess if he's sending you $200, he paying for that, which he's stealing from you and allowing other people. And he say money ain't a thing, like he Jermaine Dupri and Jay-Z, you know, flying down the highway with the roof down, throwing the money out like it ain't a thing. He balling, he on land and in the Middle East and different stuff, you know. He shared that too, you know, got them thumpers and stuff, prayer room, you know, everything, you know. Niggas be bragging. You know, like I be I guess y'all could say crying for my donations or doing something like that on some, I get water and I'm a poor man, send me something, you know what I'm saying? He like, nah, I got money and I can buy niggas. I buy this nigga, that nigga, that nigga, that, well, you know, Hebrew Israelites, niggas, Negroes, colors, black, this and that, you know. So in all actuality, y'all worried about a Harry Rosenberg and we already got a Bassim. And we talking about gentrifying the community. The Hebrew Israelite community already been gentrified. I done told y'all that before. Kataza, you know, Kobesanik, New or whatever, Bassim. All these people don't have this melanin. But y'all want to talk black power and black unity. We divided, and y'all that hate the whites are letting them in. See, I don't hate them. I'm like, if y'all come in, y'all gotta act right. Y'all can't get above us, and you most definitely ain't finna run my stuff. How much do it take to hit Google Hangout, type a name in there, and hit start and start recording? Do I need a Bassim to do that? You know, you the name, you the franchise. He using your videos, monetize them, I guess, to buy the Satnetta package, and then come back and buy your soul by letting you do it, you know, watching it and stuff. So, people, it's a lot of stuff. When y'all be hearing me saying I'm an insider to a degree, right? They probably gonna kick me out and don't talk to me no more. Some of them and stuff, you know, they wicked as hell anyway. Like I said, when he asked me about Danielle and all these people, why they ain't messing with me or rocking with me like that, I told them, ask them why I ain't fucking with them. Because I don't need to go kiss nobody ass to quote unquote get on. I got my own channel. I'm gonna get views, run people away. Some more people gonna come. I'm gonna have my periods where I'm doing stuff like this. I'm gonna have my periods where I'm reading the Bible. I'm gonna do a lot of shit over here. That's how life go. If life ain't changing and every day it's the same thing, and I'm like a robot reading the script every day, then y'all like, man, that nigga, he's a robot reading the script every day. But now I'm a real person with real thoughts, real heartbeats, sorrow and this and that, you know, family issues. Shit. House I gotta maintain, dogs I gotta feed too. I gotta get my hustle and grind on too, just like everybody else. You know, niggas trying to clown me about getting fired from a job because of my beard and not eating pork. They calling me a Muslim and stuff, you know, and ever since 9/11, Muslims is, you know, terrorists and this and that. But even if it wasn't a Muslim thing, most of them knew about Hebrew Israelites, and they looked online. Some of them was my friends on Facebook, and they seen when I was doing my activities on Facebook. You don't think they gossip at the job? Why you think I got the EEOC involved? I know about that. You know, I know how to get down with that. So it is what it is, people. Remember, I'm a real dude. I really don't give a fuck about a lot. Like I said, you know, number one, I want to keep my crown and make it into the kingdom. But, you know, what I got to repent of, what I got to purge myself of, is just that, to make it to that perfection that's needed to make it into the kingdom. You know, but outside of that, like I said, you know, I ain't received no money for nothing I do. A couple people didn't hit my donation button because they know I was without a job, this and that, you know. Now I ain't put no GoFundMe up to let y'all know what I get from people and stuff. That's private, you know, and who's giving, that's private. You know what I'm saying? And shots out in love and peace to those people. You know what I'm saying? But that's life, people. That's real stuff. I ain't ashamed to say I'm fighting for my unemployment and ain't getting it now. Y'all want to laugh and say I'm broke and this and that and joke in my mouth. That's like I told that brother. He just sent certain people donations and money and stuff. Now you trying to make fun that I'm hurting down here with no money and poor. You know what I'm saying? Right? That's what he's taking from it, and he's trying to make fun of it. It's like, well, if you was truly a Hebrew Israelite man and the man of God, the Bible said, how can you see your brother in need and not show compassion? Let me, like none of them did me yesterday. Let me get the scripture in the verse, like Deuteronomy 23:7. Right? Let me go get the scripture in the verse. It's 1 John 3. We're gonna read the text and show you how wicked he is. You know what I'm saying? All these brothers in the hangout, they probably is 10 people, 11 people watching. They probably tuning in from the hangout. Like, man, we gonna see what Kyle said about this dude there. So we're gonna go to 1 John 3. And this ain't, you ain't gotta send me no money to do nothing. I ain't asking nobody. I'm just showing how this man trying to use my thing to make fun of me, but he claimed he a man of God, and he sent donations to people, and he sent money to Flint, and he sent Satnetta money, and he donate to people, and he help people in need. But I'm poor, getting rainwater and this and that, you know. But he sent nothing. But then he's trying to attack me and stuff. And so we just gonna look at the character of this devil, because he's a devil. See, he's a white guy, and I call him the devil. I don't call every white guy a devil. I don't call every black guy, every whatever a devil. But this guy here, he's a deceiver and everything. So 1 John 3, and it says in 18, my little children, let us not love in words, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. So that's why I'm being truthful, right? I love you no less. 19, and hereby we know that we are of the truth and shall assure our hearts before him, right? The verse I want is 17, but I want to read this first. For if our hearts condemn us, God is greater than our hearts and know all things. Beloved, if our hearts condemn us not, then have we confidence towards God. So my heart ain't condemning me for telling the truth and being truthful and honest about whatever situation I'm in, right? But now let's read 17. That's 1 John 3 and 17. But whosoever has this worldly goods, God bless you with a job, healthy life to go get money and stuff, right? And you got this worldly goods, and see his brother have need and shut it up his bowels of compassion from him, how dwell the love of God in him? So he want to talk about my donation button. Ain't put nothing in my donation button never, you know. Had me over to his show trying to have debates and stuff. He monetized them. I don't know how much he made off of that, but damn, I can't even get a kickback out of the videos you over there monetizing with my work on it. You know what I'm saying? No love, but you wanted me to be on the channel talking about I beg to get on there. Please, I don't beg to get on nobody's stuff, not even Sarnetta. That's why I manipulated the situation, and now he got brother Allen, what's his House of Conscious name or whatever, born whatever it is. I just know Allen. However you introduce yourself, that's 9 out of 10 how I know you. He over there, Sarnetta. Well, what about Israel Doctrine? And tell us about Israel Doctrine, because I'm dealing with somebody in the House of Conscience and I ain't going through him. You know what I'm saying? You know, it was a nice hookup from somebody else, but that's how the community is. You learn and meet people from other people. So they over there saying my name. That's why he tried to set me up on the channel yesterday. But see, you got to give a little, take a little. You know what I'm saying? Play the game. So yeah, I go over there and play the game with Sarnetta. At the same time, people that ain't never heard my name, know nothing about me, come check out my channel, check out my videos. Now, if Sarnetta see and really listen to some of my videos, he'd probably be like, man, I ain't never letting that nigga on my channel again. He over there talking shit about me. But good thing he don't listen. But now he might go listen to some of the videos to see how I'm attacking him in this platform and different stuff. But it ain't no love lost, like I said. Let's sit down and talk like men. It's like I asked him, do you keep Christmas? Let's keep it real, my nigga. You don't believe in no God or nothing. So who you offending if you keep Christmas? See, that's real talk with real men. Real people do that. Fake niggas don't do that. They cater to niggas and kiss ass and ride dicks. So that's not me, never been me. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather suffer and die in a suffering capacity than to allow somebody to be in my will over to theirs in any shape or manner. That's just the person I am. I starve to death, I do whatever before I let you, for as I'm saying anybody, be in my will to their will. You know, I blow your brains out if you deny God. Well, put a bucket over there because it looked like from the trajectory you're going to blow them over there. See, I'm fortified in myself like that. Because I ain't got to worry about no children dying. I ain't got to worry about nobody getting mad, come shooting up my mama's house and killing her. It's just me. So whatever I choose to live for or die for, I could go all out. Don't have to be afraid of anybody. Take some niggas with me if I got to go. So it's kind of like this situation. Anybody want some of this, they can get some. I air you out on over the internet. You know, if y'all ever see me in person and feeling some kind of way, we handle it like mans. on some Goldie shit. We could talk like mans and get into some gangster shit, whatever. That's life, people. And it's death. Those things allow you to live prosperous to a degree, and eventually it might lead to your death. So it is what it is. But Bassim, it's on. It's war. You know, go get Mighty Hebrew, go get Ambassador Abraham and stuff. Get them to confirm what you said, and I'm just hating or whatever, or get them to deny you and throw you out of their business, and in between they work and stuff with the community and shit. You know, you didn't work your way in the community, but now it's time to reject your ass. You know, you gotta get out the community, man. And if you not white and you got this melanin, then make a video and show us you. If you can't do that, then now you hiding and you in the community, a motherfucker we can't see, you the hidden hand in the community. Running Israelite shit, a white boy, a hidden hand. So all you Israelites, where he got his hands up your ass playing you just got played. You know what I'm saying? In so many different ways. So y'all can keep hanging with the white boy, keep his hand up your ass like you're a sock puppet. And it is what it is. We'll see each other in the crossroad too. It is what it is. The nigga trying to profane my name and talk bad about me and try to clown me, he might as well went ahead and did the Michael Edwards and put a picture of my mother up and tried to talk about her too. I mean, if you gonna get dirty, my nigga, get all the way dirty. That's why I respect that about Michael Edwards. That nigga was willing to go there, which allowed me to say, if he willing to go all out, no limits, then he just showed me his hands and how far I would have to go if I'm dealing with him, all out. You know what I'm saying? So whatever intensity level, I'm built for it. I'm telling you. I whooped ass in these streets and parking. I done got my ass whooped. I done been talked about and all that. This town here built me to deal with the world. Then to Chicago, California. I've been places. I've seen things. Been in some of the worstest hoods and things it is. You know what I'm saying? And I always gain my respect because, like I said, I'm not gonna let nobody bend my wheel, and I'm not gonna kiss no ass in any community. You know, I try to snob nose with a couple people and stuff, but I'm only gonna attract real people and gravitate to real people. Fake niggas, I'm gonna talk about you, call you bitches, and say you this and that and everything. That's just the way it is. So that's why a lot of them get that from me. They know I be calling them bitches and stuff in the hangout. It ain't because I'm crying for their love once again. I don't need niggas clinging on to me. I don't need to cling on to nobody. If you a man, nigga, stand on your own too. This is where I grew up. So that's my story, y'all. But Sinetta, figure you throw 4 or 5 events from the Kemet on trial to now. All you got to do is look at your flies. $200 a pop. How much money? How many gators could you have bought with that shit? And I'm gonna leave you with that. Niggas been taking money out your pocket. Peace.